Oh my gosh, hi everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Oh my god, uh less than 2 months between uploads. Who am I? Am I a professional YouTuber now? Oh my god, being somewhat consistent. Look at me go. um anyway, I've got another story photocards video because um yeah. I think I said something in the last video about how I had way more cards on the way. I didn't think I would have 140 cards on the way, but that's just what happens, I guess. And I'm filming during the daytime this time because I was kind of sick of looking at the shitty nighttime lighting, and I reckon you guys probably were as well. But yeah, I feel like there's stuff that's happened since I filmed, so I'm just gonna stop talking about it. I think today we're gonna change things up a little bit. We're actually gonna start with all my twice binders, and then we'll move into my girl groups plus Ateez, and then we'll finish off with RIIZE. Sound good? I think that sounds good. So here is the first twice binder, and I think I've got a couple of cards to go in here. Not too many, like this little stack, and I'm pretty sure I've got some bigger inclusions to go in here as well. So yes. But how is everyone doing? I know it hasn't been too long since we last talked, so probably not a whole lot of stuff to update on. I myself am doing okay. I'm currently recovering from a cold, so if I sound like uh shit, um, that's why. Yeah, I'm doing good. Currently recovering from a cold, so if I sound a little bit sick, that's why. But yeah, let's get into it. I still haven't made a new front cover. Uh, I haven't had time, and I haven't had the energy to try and think about it. Okay, so first things I have. Oh my god, I actually have something for the first page. Holy crap! I have this Nyan The Story Begins photo card, which, oh god, I have to reach really far over to try and get to the put stuff in the top. I don't remember if this is what the layout looked like last time, but I kind of, since I'm only collecting 2 members, I'm doing it in like this spread. I like it. I think it'll probably look better once I have filled it up more, but for now I think it's fine. Then I have, ooh, touch the mic. I have her Signal holo card, which just goes up here. And then finally I have this Merry and Happy card. What was I saying before about me being sick? Yeah. It's really been so uninteresting. I think I just had a cold or something like that. Nothing too serious. So nothing to report. I have this Summer Nights card, fursona. What else is going on in my life? Not a whole lot. I have these two Summer Nights cards as well. Oh, actually, this is not something that's going on in my life, but it is something that I wanted to see what you guys would think. I bought some inner sleeves so that I could double sleeve my Chewy non-album collection, and I was wondering, instead of like just filming me doing it and time lapsing because that's kind of boring, I was wondering if maybe I could do it and then whilst also filming like a Q&A of any questions that you guys want to ask me. Not that they're saying that I'm all that interesting or that anyone does have questions for me, but just about anything really. Like, it can be about my collection or like K-pop, but it can also just be about me in general. Like, I'm not really super guarded, if that makes any sense. Yeah, let me know if you guys would like that. And if you would, I might either put like something up on my Instagram, or I'll put like a post on my channel, like, hey, ask your questions, or like I'll do a Google oh my god, what are they called? A Google survey? Whatever it's called, a Google quiz, something like that. Somewhere that where you can put questions that you want me to answer. But let me know if that's something that you were even remotely interested in. Okay, back to programming. I have this Sana yes or yes card. I'm slowly filling the Sana spots up. I haven't really been paying too much attention to this collection, so like I haven't really bought anything on like Neokyo or anything like that. But I don't know, I still think I'm making pretty good progress in spite of it. I have this Sana, which goes at the top, and then I have Sana that goes at the bottom for this page. Cool! Then I have black border one, where none of them are wearing. Well, actually, I think Sana and Chewy are wearing outfits from the same concept, but Nion's just rogue. And then I have this Sana, which goes on the back. Oh my god, sorry, my nose is so snotty. I've already explained why that might be the case, so I'm not going to go over it again. I do have a couple of your special cards. Why are they in this order? That's wrong. I have this Sana. A lot of top cards. I'm going to be reaching over a fair bit. My apologies. Everyone who doesn't want to see my arms, but like, that's literally all you can see, so I don't know why you would be here. Anyway, and then I have her gold card. She goes there. Cool. Beans. Okay, and then I have one more card. The white border one. Cool. And then finally for this page, I have this RIIZE Binder card. Did I say this page? I meant this binder. Well, actually not finally, because I got this thingy to store. Her, like, big, like, clear postcard for... Can you see that? Whatever. Her postcard for What is Love. And I'm just going to be laying with them on top of each other. I don't really care to give them separate pockets. And I think layering them could look kind of cute, because they'll be together. But yeah, that is literally it for this binder. So we will move on to the next RIIZE binder. Okay, next binder. I have a few cards and then quite a few bigger inclusions as well. So that's kind of exciting. Let me think of stuff. Oh, I also thought of another thing to talk about. Should I just like start putting away the cards without having to explain what they are? I still haven't figured out whether or not I should do that or not. And this is what I've made over 10 videos and I still don't know how to do this. So I'm just going to talk. And if you want to know what any card is that I store, I'm just gonna, I don't know, comment and I'll tell you what it is. Unless I forget that I'm doing that rule and I'll just start saying them anyway. Um, anyway, also, I have been pondering on this idea for a while, and I feel like maybe if I actually voice it, like I put it out into the universe, it'll encourage me to finish this project that I've been working on. Because today I officially made another YouTube channel in which I want to make content regarding all my other hobbies outside of K-pop. I feel like K-pop is such a juggernaut in my like roster of hobbies that I think it having its own channel is like deserved. But for all my other hobbies and just like for me to talk shit, give me an avenue to talk shit when I can't talk shit to my friends, I think having another channel would be good. So I'm not going to tell you what it is just yet, but I have a very big video idea which I am almost finished the planning stages for. It's a big boy video. It's gonna take a lot of time to get ready, but hopefully I'll finish at least part of it by the end of this year. I know you're probably like, how the hell does a video take that long? Well, one thing about me, I procrastinate, and I also get really fixated on projects for like 3-4 days. I would want to do nothing but that project. Then by like the fourth or fifth day, I'll be so fatigued that I'm like, just like, I don't want to see this anymore, and I won't touch it for 3 months. That's just kind of the way I am with my hobbies and stuff like that. So that's kind of why I reckon this is probably going to take a little bit of a long time. But yes, I've made another channel, so when I have actually content on that channel, I will definitely be talking to you guys about it. But if anyone wants to get excited for that and wants to hear more from me or more about my personality, then I really want to know why you would. But anyway, yeah, get absolutely freaking pumped for that. Okay. Oh, and then I actually have 2 This Is For cards. Have I bought any albums yet? No, I have not, and I probably won't. Um, or if I am, I'll buy like either just the digipacks or like and then maybe a photo book version. I'm not buying that fuck ass confetti version. I'll just buy Chewies from someone. I'm not really all that fast. But I have a couple of the cards on the way. Sounds exciting. But I have these 2 Nions. Oh, also another change that I made in this binder is that I took out the Nemo concept card sets just because I felt like they were taking up so much space and I don't really care for them. So I moved Chewy's into her non-album binders, and then the rest of them I just put back in the Nemo albums. So yeah. But yeah. Peaches and Soul, second channel, impending. Okay, do I have anything for these? Oh, I do! I have Sana's Formula Love like index file thing. Excuse me, I need to blow my nose. I've got 3 tissues in my pocket. That tells you where I'm at. And I already have a running nose when I film these videos, so Ooh, I hope the sniffling and stuff is not distracting to you. I'm really sorry if it is. Uh, yeah, I can't say anything else other than I'm sorry. Okay, and then I have Sana's between 1 and 2 stickers, which just goes there. Then I have both her Digipack pre-order card and then a Digipack sticker for Ready to Be. Oh, that is good stuff. And they actually stay still pretty well. Like, they don't really move around, which is excellent. Okay. So, now I have Sana's With Youth Digipack sticker and Nion's With Youth Digipack sticker. So I just need Nion's Digipack pre-order. Which side do I put the sticker on? This side. Oh. Cool. And then for this, I have both Nion and Sana's Digipack pre-order card thingies for strategy. Yippee! Stupid. Oh, I'm back to talking through what I have again. See how quickly that I changed my mind? I didn't even realize I was doing it. And then I have her ornament. Sure. Um, oh, then I have both Nion and Sana's Ready to Be posters, which is pretty exciting. I can already tell it's going to be kind of a hassle to try and get them in, so I might just time lapse it. Then finally for this binder, I have Anna's With Youth poster. Just goes like that. Slay! Alright, that is it for this binder. Now we will move on to my Tzuyu binders. Here we have the first Tzuyu binder, which I don't actually have that much for, but the stuff I do have is very exciting. So yeah, I have the final Once Begins trading card that I was missing. Someone sold it to me. Thank you so much. Yeah. So that'll just go here, and then another page is complete. Yes. I'm trying to think of what else is. Oh, I do actually have a story to tell you, which honestly isn't really all that interesting. It's kind of just like very Australia core. But I think it's fun and I'm going to tell it anyway. So, yeah. Oh, before I do, I have her third Once fan club cards. Okay, so one of my friends goes to school, goes to university in the city in Melbourne CBD, and they go to school like like every single weekday, and don't really have all that much of a break. I think actually no, they go every day except Monday, and they go from like early in the morning till like 6 at night. So not getting home till late. So trying to make plans with this friend is like actually, I love you so much, girl boss, but you know this is true. Trying to make plans with this person is like fighting for my life, really. So I was like, you know what? Since you have an extended break on Tuesdays, between classes, you've got an extended lunch break, I'll come pop into the city and see you and we'll have a little coffee and a chit chat. So I was like, yeah, I can do that. So I actually got kind of dressed up because I'm like, if I'm going into the city, if I'm making all this effort, I at least want to look kind of good. And I don't want to spoil or like give away too much information, but you know, she goes to school in the artsy kind of district. And so I want to look good for all the artsy girl bosses who are going to uni because the outfits they wear are always eating. So I'm, oh, I kind of want my outfit to eat. So they'll be like, oh, a brethren, even though I don't know. Cool. Oh, I'm down to the last card for this binder, so I'm just gonna store it and then I'll continue telling the story for the next Tzuyu binder. Yes, that was the last card, I think. Yes. So I'll move on to the next binder. I had to go fill up my drink bottle. So anyway, back to my story. Yes. So I get to the station, and from around where I live to the station, that's in the CBD, that's like the main one, that's Flinders Street. It's about 40 to 50 minutes on the train. So I was prepared for a long train ride, you know, but I kind of like it. It's quite relaxing. Uh, well, it should be. Um, so I was like prepared to just chill, you know. Um, so I get on the train, and then it's all fine. And then the next stop or the stop after that, a guy gets on the train who is very clearly not sober. I don't want to say what he's on because I actually have no idea. But I'm just gonna say that he's not sober. Um, and not only was he not sober, but he was also he was carrying around this like foil bag full of what I assume is alcohol and had like a
Hello, this is editing Haley. So it was at this point in which my mic decided to cut out. But that's okay because thankfully I realized it before I filmed the next clip. So that's okay. I don't remember what I was saying in the clip. I guess I was just talking about the guy with the alcohol bag and how he was like squeezing it into a cup and then tried offering it to the person that was sitting closest to him. Okay, anyway. Yeah, so it's 11 and he is very clearly not sober. So that was fine, and he like on and off throughout the train ride was doing that like he was doing that kind of thing that older people do when they are not when they're drunk, where it's kind of like they like mumble to themselves or just make like noises that are like you know, kind of like an angry dog almost. um and that's very much the tea that he was giving. And so it was like, oh yeah, whatever. He kept looking at me and like he was trying to talk to me, but I had my headphones on and I was not about to engage with this person whatsoever. Hell no. Anyway, I'm not quite sure whether or not this was before the old man got on the train or after, but either way, somewhere in the timeline, an Eshe got on the train. Now, I don't know if any non-Australian viewers would know what an Eshe is, and to be honest with you, there's not really a way to quantify one. There's a couple of characteristics of one, but overall, not the easiest thing to describe to someone who's never experienced one. But they're usually young boys. There's girl Eshes, but the most notorious figures in the Eshe communities would be the young boys. And they can range anywhere from 12-year-olds to like I've seen some who are like pushing 50, right? But usually it's anywhere from like 14 to like 23. That's around the age of like the general Eshe demographic. And so and Eshe gets on the train and he's kind of skittish. He's looking like behind him, and I didn't realize that he was actually halfway through the trip. He put on like a balaclava. For what reason, I can only imagine. Um, but yeah, I was like, oh, that's very strange. What the hell is meant to go there? Why did I leave a spot? I don't have anything. Okay, I'll fix that later. um, anyway, so yeah. Why is there a spot here? What is going on? Am I absolutely tripping balls right now? Is this what's meant to go here? Oh, whatever. Anyway, yeah. So he got on the train at some point, and like the old man, which kept making his noises, you know, that kind of thing. And about halfway through the train journey, their Shay spoke up because he clearly was over at .com with this man. Like he was not happy with this guy. And so he just kept telling him to shut the fuck up on and off. He said it about 2-3 times throughout the journey. Thankfully I think the Eshe got off before we got to Flinders Street Station, but not much beforehand, so like relief was fleeting. But it escalated to a point where the Eshe was really yelling at the drunk man and eventually went to another carriage. And so for about 5 to 10 minutes, there was peace, there was serenity. People kept looking around at each other like, should we do something about this? But like, I feel like, particularly for women, that's a very dangerous situation. Or just young people in general, but like, I probably would not have stepped in. So yeah, I don't know, maybe that says something about my character, but I just didn't really feel like it was a safe situation for me to put myself in, so I didn't do anything. But then the Eshe left, so I was like, oh, cool, don't have to do anything. Well, that was not something that lasted for very long. So yeah, the Eshe left. We were like, oh, cool, peaceful train ride up until someone gets off or we reach Flinders, which is the last stop on the train line. Well, no, actually. It was not going to be peaceful because eventually the SJ came back. I guess after stewing on it for a bit, he was like, wow, this was a severe carriage of misjustice, and I think this old drunk man needs to be taught a lesson. So he starts like physically invading the old man's space. He comes back on our carriage. He starts physically invading the old man's space and like getting up in his face and like kind of borderline sitting on him, but like towering over him, trying to intimidate him. And kept being like,
"Oh, you're lucky you're drunk. Otherwise, I would knife you."
And it's just like, okay. Oh, and for context, this boy was probably like no older than 16. He couldn't be. He definitely was not over 18, but he looked about 16. Okay, so very scary, obviously, but I don't know. SJs are kind of scary, even if they're little boys. They're like, don't give a fuck about anything. And that's kind of petrifying to me a little bit. Anyway, so yeah, he's like,
"Well, if you're lucky you're drunk. Otherwise, I'd knife you."
And so we were like, oh god, a brawl is literally gonna happen. And then, at some point, the old drunk man tried to, smoke a cigarette, but he didn't have a lighter. He just kept the cigarette in his mouth, and I was like, oh god, this is a fire hazard. This man's blood alcohol level is probably through the roof. He is going to become like a human Molotov cocktail if someone gives him a lighter. But luckily no one didn't. But when the SJ came back in, he took the cigarette out of the guy's mouth and took it. I don't remember whether or not he threw it on the floor, but he definitely grabbed it and like walked away. It's not funny, but like it is a little bit funny. And then that was the end. I think after that he got off at his station. So yeah, that was my kooky train story. I hope it made kind of a little bit of sense. Yeah. Oh god, how stupid. This has to go somewhere else. Where should it go? But yeah, that's my train story, so I hope you enjoyed. For any non-Australians, that is not what Australia is like. It's just a very loud minority of Australians who are like that. Yeah. Usually the train is like pretty much fine. The biggest threat is probably the Mikey inspectors, who like will take that 1 inch of power that they are given and run a fucking mile with it. I swear to God, they think that they are the top of the top authority. It's actually kind of ridiculous. But yeah, that's my story time, and that's it for Tzuyu cards. So we will probably, I think we'll move on to my girl groups binder. Okay, here we have my girl group binder, and actually, I don't think I have any purple kiss cards to store away today, but since Miss Yuki can be seen, I just want to say I do know about the disbandment. No, I'm not happy about it. I don't really want to talk about it because it's gonna make me sad. But yeah, I just want to let people know that I know about it, and I'm I'm very pissed off. That's all I will say. Justice for my freaking perky girls. They deserve so much better. Oh, speaking of a group that deserves better, Loossemble. Any orbits or oh my god, what the hell is the name of Loosemble's fan base? I don't remember. Editing Haley put it on the screen. Shame me for it. Yeah, any orbits that are particularly locked in with Luna, what the hell is happening with Loossemble and the members? Like, what is going on? Are they re-debuting under another company? Or are they just like, nah, we're just not doing idol stuff anymore? What is happening? Can someone please let me know? And can someone please let me know what Heiju was up to? Because I'm not really locked in like that, but I would like to know that she's okay. Yes, but But I do have some Heiju cards. Oh my god. Heiju collection is beginning. So I have these two for the debut. I think they're the Wish version cards. Don't quote me on that though. Because notoriously, I have no idea. These sleeves are tight. Yeah, I hope you guys liked that little story. I actually have some other stories that I could tell, but I think they're probably better to save for a main channel video. Not main channel, my other channel. Because they're not really K-pop related, which to be fair, the train story wasn't, but like, it was too good not to share. So, but yeah, I've got some other stuff to yap about. Ah! Oh my god. Anyway. And then I have more debut cards. I just started putting them away as I yap. But there we go. Only 4 more I'm missing for debut. Yay! Then for One of a Kind, I have these 2 day version cards, which can I just say the backs of these cards are so pretty. Like, I don't really give 2 shits about the back of a card, but these ones are actually beautiful. Particularly the pink ones. Oh my god. So there we go. And then I actually have all 3 of the Dawn version cards, I believe these are. So this middle row is completely full. Slay! Oh my gosh. And then finally I have this card. I don't remember what version it is. I think it's the RIIZE version. Don't quote me on that. I will look it up and then fix it off camera. So, yeah. I'm gonna skip past Perky. I haven't made any effort to work on their comeback because I'm in depression mode right now when it comes to Purple Kiss. Oh my god, but I do have stuff for WJSN because I don't recall if anyone who was an avid Peaches and Soul watcher remembers, but I was talking about how I had this package of Darwin cards that were coming in the mail, but I thought they'd gotten lost, and so I was all upset about it last video. Well, look who showed up. Oh yeah, baby. They arrived. So I'm one step closer to finishing all of Darwin's album cards, units or otherwise, which is so exciting. I actually think I'm just missing this Unnatural unit with Yoram. So please, if you see it for trade or if you're trading for it and you want anything off my page, please give it to me. Or if you're selling it for like a cheap price, please sell it to me. Okay, thank you. But I do have all of the Neverland units. Oh my god. So I've got the... Oh, actually no, that Yoram unit and this from WJSN unit, I'm missing both of them. So if anyone's selling them, please give them to me. Okay, thank you. But yeah, oh my god. So here's the unit with Luda and with Unso. Cool! Okay, then for non-album stuff, I'm pretty sure I'm still have spots for them. Unless I fill them in because I got sad. Oh, no, I did not. Okay, so I believe... I actually don't remember what any of these cards are to do with. So this is... Editing Haley's really gonna have to carry the weight in regards to what the hell these cards are for and what they're called. Because I don't know. I just was like, oh yeah, Star Wars non-album. Oh, and it's on my wish list. Oh, okay, I'll get it. Because I'm a fool. Oh my god, I'm so out of breath. And my nose is still kind of blocked. That's so awesome. Oh, that looks so good. Then I have this card. Don't remember what it's for. I also have this card. Also don't remember what it's for. And then I have these three. I think they're all trading cards for the Wonderland concert. And so now I'm just missing the selfie trading card. And finally I have these three codename Ujong trading cards. So I'm just missing the last one, which is concept card. Yay! Oh my gosh. Looks a little less sad now that I have that stuff in here. And that is actually all I have for this binder. So we will move on to my high priorities collection binder. I think I called this the girl group binder. Whoopsie. This is the low priority binder. So now we'll move on to high priority collection binder. So now I have my high priority binder. She is out and looking gorge. I have a couple of Ateez cards. Whoa, how exciting. Okay, so first card I have is this Can you focus? Thank you. Which goes back here. Then I have this San, which goes back here. They're both for Go Now Part 1, but it means that this row is complete. Yippee! I'm pretty sure this is the first row in this collection that I've finished, which is really exciting. And then this Songhua, oh, it goes with that San. Here we go. Songhua and his pink wig. One of his pink wigs. Cutie. That's it for them. And then I just have one Cheryong card. I have this one. We're from Not Shy, which is the first card. Oh. On this page. It's pretty cool. So now my collection has doubled in size. Oh, never mind, it already did double in size. Well, anyway. Okay, for StayC, it's going down. I have a couple of cards. I have this J card. For We Need Love. Then I have the cursed teddy bear Sumin digipack, which I literally already had and I found after I'd bought this one, which is pretty awesome. I'm not going to get into that again. So that goes there. And then I have these two J teddy bear cards. See, I'm doing the thing again where I explain the cards. I can't help it. I feel like I need to talk. Otherwise, the majority of this video is literally just going to be silence. And I don't really want that. Then I have this Sumin Metamorphic Figurine version card, which goes there. Then finally, I have these two J cards, both of her S cards. I think this is the on-air version, and then this is the born version, but I could be very wrong, so don't ask me about it. Okay, then I'm actually not done with this binder because I have these two cards, which were very kindly given to me by Eve. Thank you so much. My favorite mutual. Because we had traded a card and then they were like, oh, hey, do you like P1 Harmony? And I was like, yeah. And then they were like, oh, I have these soul cards, do you want them? And I was like, yeah, soul is actually my bias, so I'll totally take them. And so I did, and now they're here, and I'm gonna keep them in the back of this binder, just as like an extras page. I don't really have any intentions on collecting soul again, but just as a little like memoriam to that. Oh, and also, you're probably wondering, weren't these where those Cowboy Bebop postcards were? Well, yes, they were. This is exactly where they were. But now they are on my wall. Insert picture here. I'm not super content with how they are right now. I think they could be better, but my brain is just not in the mood to try and do interior design stuff at the minute. So it's just gonna have to stay like that until I find the motivation to fix it. So yeah, but that is it for this binder, and now we will move on to my RIIZE collection. So I'm actually going to change things up again and start with my Anton non-album binder, because I actually have a fairly good stack of stuff for this binder today. Whoa. It doesn't outweigh the RIIZE album card stack, but you know, it's a little more even than it usually is, so that's always a good sign. Okay. Firstly, I have his 2024 season's greetings. Yes. These I believe are both the cards that came in it. With his little goofy haircut. I don't know how I feel about it. He just looks very youthful with it. I'm not sure. Okay. Next, I have this Rising Lucky Draw. I believe it's a K-Town Lucky Draw. Well, even if it isn't, it doesn't say it on the back, so I'm just going to assume that it is. So that goes there. Don't have any more Rising Pobs. I do have some trading cards, though. So I believe these are all Rising Day. I think this one is for the Soul stops, maybe? And then these ones are for the Tokyo one. So I have 4 of them, 3 for the Tokyo and then 1 for the Korean ones. I think that's what it is. That's what I imagine it is, because I didn't specify location on the labels, so I actually have no idea. Anyway, I have this. Oh my god, is it a lucky draw? I think maybe it's for Rising Day. It's a Tokyo Hall like benefit card of some sort. I don't know. He looked cute in it, so I bought it. That's about as much of an explanation as I can give. Then I have the final 2 trading cards for the Epilogue pop-up store that I was looking for. So that's finished, which is pretty... Oh, never mind. I'm still missing one. Hopes and dreams were crushed in an instant. Okay. Then I have some of his wee little RIIZE trading cards where he is a furry. Oh, I have a story about furries. This is actually the same day that the train story happened. It's not a story about furries, but it's furry adjacent, so I thought I'm going to tell it, but I need to take a break really quick. Okay, it's gotten significantly darker. I'm going to speed through, hopefully. I probably won't be explaining what the cards are, so I might just put like a caption on the screen about like what each card is for anyone who's concerned. Or at least like until I finish my story about furries. So, for context, I know some people in my personal life who dabble pretty heavily into like furry culture. furry stuff, right? They like the idea of potentially being furry. And even though I'm personally not, that's not really my zhuzh. I'm not trying to yuck anyone's yum. And I'm also wanting to be a supportive friend. So I'm like, you know what? And like, honestly, if you are still in the year 2025 hating on people for being furries and like thinking that it's cringe, they are not cringe. You are cringe. There are so many worse things happening in the world right now. Like, you actually need to reevaluate your priorities a little bit and like, I don't know, grow the fuck up maybe? I don't know. And leave furries alone. Leave Brittany alone! Oh, God. Anyway, yes. So that's for context. Oh, and I finished this binder. So I guess we'll move on to the album binder and I'll talk about my furry stuff. Alright, final binder time. Okay, so back to my story. So the friend that I was on the train to go see at uni, we naturally, because it's like a go-to discussion point over coffee, we naturally started talking about furry things. And I was like, oh my god, what would kind of fursona would I have if I were to be a furry? I know it sounds like I am one, like I'm not acknowledging that this doesn't sound kind of sketch, but I have no interest in it. However, I like, I don't know, I think it's kind of fun thinking of that kind of stuff. And like, say if I ever encounter someone who is a furry and they're like, oh, what do you think your fursona would be? I've already got an answer. So my friend and I deduced that I would be an owl, which I guess technically not furry because I don't have fur, they have feathers, but falls under the furry umbrella. And I would be an owl, but I would be like an office siren owl. So kind of think it's giving a little bit of the vibes of that girl boss from BoJack Horseman. I don't remember what her name is. I think it's Wendy, maybe. But it would be a little taller. It would probably be a barn owl, like the white ones. And she'd be dressed like an office siren. But yeah, that would be my fursona. And that's literally it. That's all I was gonna say about furries. I wasn't about to spill anyone's tea or anything like that, because I don't know if my friends would necessarily appreciate me saying that they're furries online. Bitch. Do I need to turn the lamp on? Has the sun gone down so much that I need to turn the lamp on? Hold on. Okay, I think that's okay. Hopefully the glare isn't gonna be too bad. Anyway. So yeah. If anyone is curious as to what my fursona would be, it would be an office siren owl. I haven't gotten so far as to choosing a name. So maybe, I don't know, any furries in the comments want to help me out with that? That would be pretty awesome. Yeah. But yeah, I just want to reiterate, if you're a furry hater in the year 2025, actually grow the fuck up. Like, take some time, reevaluate, you know. I'm not saying every furry is a good person, right? But I think overwhelmingly it's a pretty peaceful kind of community. And they just want to live their lives. And as long as they're not like criminals, I literally don't give a shit. Yeah. Anyway, back to me talking about my RIIZE cards. We're currently storing epilogue cards. I finished the last 2 Rising cards that I needed, so Rising album cards are completely finished. Now I just need to work on these pulp sets. So yes, but I stored away some epilogue cards. I had the last Anton epilogue card, completed that, sick as. Now I have, I'm pretty sure these are travel bag cards. I have Sungchan's set complete, which is pretty nice. And I also have Sohee's set complete. So now oh, just kidding. I don't have any of their sets complete except for Anton, because I forgot that there was a 3rd one. Well, anyway, I have Wonbin's cassette version. So just missing Sohee for that. And that's it for epilogue. And now I have some Odyssey stuff. Okay, so for this page, I have Anton's photo book card, which I actually thought was fake until I compared it to my other ones, and I realized, oh no, they're all just fucking flimsy. SM giving me a heart attack. Oh my god, I thought I bought a fake card. I don't think I did, because I'm fairly confident these are real. The quality is just shit. It's just nothing. They're just so flimsy. Anyway, then I have the Midnight Mirage, not Midnight Lemons, version of the album for Anton. Next, I believe, are these two Unsuck cards, which are the let me think. Earth version, the package version, the Earth ones. I think the black goes on top and then the color goes on the bottom. Cool. Then I have Wonbin's Earth version, Japanese jewel case card. Why they needed to do Japanese exclusive jewel cases, I'll never know. And neither will anyone else, I guess. I don't even think they know. Anyway, then I have Sohee's Earth package version as well. What if we could go back? Do you like my singing? Thanks. Oh god. Okay, and then I have Anton's Earth version Japanese jewel case. Cool. Next I have Wonbin's Universe Japanese jewel case. Then I have Sohee's Universe package version cards. It's pretty much just the same as the last page, except they're the Universe version. And then I have all three of Anton's cards that I need for this page. So this is the Japanese jewel case and then the package version. All the Universe version ones. So that's cool, at least one row's done. I don't really know how I feel about these outfits. I don't think they're going to be super cohesive. I can't remember if everyone else is in their like school uniform looks for fly up for this. That would be awesome if they were, but I mean, the likelihood of that being the case is very, very slim. Okay, and then I have nothing for the S minis, but I do have one on the way. And then I also have nothing for the units. Next for Lucky, I have Anton's UMS Pob, which just goes here, so he's done. Then I have the Song Taro Japanese unit, which just goes here. And also I have some of the Anton non-album stuff that I was storing in this spread just to fill up the gaps. So I think this is Tower Records Lucky Draw. Don't quote me on that though, because I don't know. I don't know anything. Okay. Back to units. I have the Sohee Unsuck unit and the Sungchan Wonbin unit and Wonbin Anton unit. So I'm just missing Unsuck Wonbin, which is probably one of, if not the most expensive one. So yes. God. Anyway, then finally for the spread I have Anton's, I think it's UMS Lucky Draw. I don't know why I looked on the back because it ain't gonna say. Oh my god, and then finally I have the Secret Lies units. Yippee! I have Taro Anton. Oh, nope, that doesn't go there. That goes up here. I have Sungchan, Anton, and I have Sohee, Anton. Cool, and then I don't have any extras, but that's always fun. But yeah, oh my god, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the little stories that I told in between. If you like how I tell stories, that's probably just going to be a taster for what the other channel is going to be like. I feel like I'm talking it up way too much considering it literally doesn't really exist right now. So nowhere even for you to really refer to. But yes, I will get around to making a cover. I just need to buy an album, probably just secondhand, that I can tear up. Because this is really boring. This looks very boring. Anyway, that's it for this video. I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Instagram. It's also Peaches and Soul. Yes. Until next time, I'm back to fiddle around with some cards and store them and talk about K-pop stuff. I hope you have a good day. Bye!